Okay, welcome to a little quick tutorial. I wish I was here with you guys in person, but I'm on the plane to Hawaii. So what I wanted to just double check to make sure you're remembering how we fill these orbital diagrams last class. So chromium has 24, its atomic number is 24. So I know it has 24 electrons, so I've got to fill these orbitals. Only 2 electrons per box or per orbital, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have more electrons to fill, that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And I'm following Hund's rule here. Remember, you have to fill every orbital with 1 electron before you go back in and add the second one that's spinning in the opposite direction. So here's my correct orbital diagram, and I'm going to write the electron configuration that's like the manager's code. So I look here, and I start with 1s. There's 2 electrons, so I do a little 2. The next orbital is 2s, little 2, 2p, there's 6 arrows, so 6 electrons, 3s, 2 electrons, 3p, there's 6 electrons, 4s, 2 electrons, 3d, 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are the training wheels, right? We have this orbital diagram, and it tells you exactly what the levels are, and so it's really easy to do the electron configuration. So that's what we did last class. This class, we're going to do it, make it a little bit more difficult. We're taking away the orbital diagrams, that first training wheel, and we're going to use this. Now, instead of using the orbital diagrams, we're going to use this atomic model to figure out how to write the electron configuration. So we're going to do chromium, so we can use this diagram to help us. So we know the 1s is filled with 2 electrons. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to fill from the nucleus out. So we're going to go to the 1s, which is that first ring, and put 2 electrons in there. So now we have 2 electrons in that first orbital, 1s, 2. And we filled that second orbital with 2 electrons in the 2s box, but we still have some holes to fill in that second ring. So can you see off to the side, we got the 2p, 3 2p holes and 3 2p holes on the right hand side. So now we're going to fill those. So we're going to go back to our orbital diagram. So we've already filled 2 electrons in that first ring. Then we did 2 electrons in the second ring, and now we just filled 6 electrons in that p orbital still on the second ring. So the next thing we have to do is go to the third ring, and we're going to add 2 electrons to the 3s category. So you see where this places for the 3s electrons? Now the 3s orbital is filled with 2 electrons. And what are we going to do next? We've got the 3p available. So we go back to our orbital diagram. We have filled all the way to 3p, and now we have to fill 2 electrons in the 4s sublevel, and then 4 electrons in the 3d. So let's go see what that looks like. Okay, let's fill in the 4s. And if you look at that 4s level, there's 4, and there's also, on the 4th level, there's a place for 3d. Well, that's kind of weird. There's a 3d on the 4th level. Yeah. We're going to do 4s. Then we're going to do 3d before we go to 4p. So now I'm finished. I have the 4s2 and the 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons in the 3d. So I don't have enough electrons to fill the 4p. So how do we know that we fill 4s and then 3d before we do 4p? All right, so each of you is going to get one of these periodic tables, and this is what you're going to have available to you on your quiz to be able to write your electron configuration. So this is really helpful because it tells you the order in which electrons fill elements. So we are trying to find the electron configuration for chromium, which we already did. We built it with orbital diagrams and then we wrote it out. But I gave you these training wheels of telling you which order you did it in. So without those training wheels, how do you do that? Let me show you. So you find chromium, there it is. And do you see how there's big letters? So you can see how this stands for the s orbital, this is the d orbital, that's the p orbital, and that's still part of the s orbital, and that's the f orbital. So we've got to fill from the very top all the way until we get to the chromium. So here's how we do it. We start here. This is the 1s orbital, and it can have 1 electrons and 2 electrons in it. So that's helium's electron configuration. It's 1s2. Then we go here, that's 2s2 with 2 electrons, and then 2p, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2p6. Then we go 3s2, 3p, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that brings us to 4s, which is right here. This is 4, so it's 4s2. Then we get into the d's, and this is where it goes, it's different. So this is actually 3d. This is 4d, this is 5d, and 6d. So 3d has the same energy as 4s. That's why they're on the same level on the atomic model. So we're almost at chromium. So now it's 4s2 and 3d, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's exactly what we wrote on our electron configuration, right? 1s2, 2s2, 2s2 into 2p6. Then we have 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now you're gonna do this on your own. You're gonna start with sulfur. First step is finding sulfur on the periodic table, which is right here, and we know, okay, it has 16 protons, so it has 16 electrons. So we need to gather 16. Okay, so we're gonna use this for building sulfur. So I have 16 marbles. I'm gonna start by putting it in the 1s2, that first energy level, 1s2, 1s1, and 1s2. Okay, so the next level is 2s2. Bonk. Bonk. This is kind of fun. Then after 2s, we go to 2p. Fill the first 3 2p, and then we'll go around to the other side and fill those. Quick check, I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I still need to keep building, so now we're going to go to the 3s. The third orbital. 3s2 is filled. I'm going to go to the 3p orbital. So I filled the 3p orbitals. I'm going to go all the way around. There's my 3s2, and I have 3p orbitals left. I only have 1 marble left. So I'm done. That's 16 electrons. And now it's time for me to write the electron configuration. So now I can use the model of the atom, and I can start writing out my electron configuration. So I know that the 1s2 is full, and the 2s2 is full, and the 2p is full, and I counted 6 electrons. Now I'm going to go to the 3s2, and I did 3p, and there's 3 electrons on one side and then 1 over there, so that's 4. And I'm done. So go ahead and work with your partners to build magnesium and titanium using the atomic model like I just did over here, and then record your electron configuration in the piece of paper. Okay, so here is part 2. Once your group has finished this page and you're feeling really comfortable with using the atomic model, you're going to move on to your practice sheet. With this practice sheet, the goal is for you, by the time you get to right around iron, not using your atomic model anymore, but just using periodic table to write your electron configurations, because that is what you're going to have for the test today, the quiz. Okay, so you're going to take chromium and you're going to build it using the model, or you're just going to write down electron configuration using just this. Okay, I know it sounds familiar, chromium, but I want you to try to do it anyway, and then you can check your answer with what you wrote earlier. Okay, all right, well, good luck.